Welcome in, everyone. How's it going tonight? Oh no, Coffin Popper, Penfold, Rouge, welcome in. Kaon, thank you so much for the raid. I'm not sure if you're still here. If you are, thank you, thank you, thank you. Ness Atlas, welcome in. Have a great stream. Got a raid and run. All right, well, if you're already gone, Kaon, thank you so much. I will give you a shout out for everyone. ARPG, welcome in as well. If this works, this should work. Still on Wizardry. Kaon is also going through the NES library. A few hundred games in now. I am playing The Bard's Tale. But welcome in, guys. Beetlejuice. My Beetlejuice I have is complete. Box, manual, and game, I believe. Right? My Bard's Tale says item only. What? I have the manual. I gotta update that. Yeah, Beetlejuice is complete at $181 on there. Alright. I'll fix that later. Alright. Every time I load this up, it makes me feel like my characters are gone. But there they are. Alright. So my thought was to
I can't believe it's not bother.
Ryu, welcome in. Was I could try and get some fights in on the spider. I think he comes back. I didn't flip my count over. Because the spider gave me 500 experience, so that's a good fight, and it's one enemy. What was over here? Was there something over here? There was... I messed up. Guard, we're gonna cast with this one. I gotta change my party order again. Yep, grind. I think I can disbelieve the wolf. Okay. I disbelieved the game, apparently. Did it just erase everything? Yeah. Well, now I have a chance to fix this. Okay. Go kill some spiders for 500 experience points a pop. I thought there was something this way though, right? Down? Wait. How did... Is that because I have this? I'm trying to remember. I should have made notes. I haven't made notes. Because there was the dead guy past the spider. Was his name Tarjan or whatever? Can't see. Should probably... the door there. I'm gonna go through the door. But I'm also gonna sing a song. He's lost his voice. Okay, I'm not gonna sing a song. I'm gonna go get my voice back. So I need to get out of here. What do I fight in here? Wolves. Can't get away from wolves. Alright, so we are gonna fight these wolves. I don't know how strong they are. Hey, stop it. I'm missing everything that's happening here. The face guy on the wall was the heretic. I'm gonna go back and heal. And then I'm going to get some root beer. This isn't that bad of a fight. So I feel like I'm decently leveled for the catacomb. Oh wait, I got 270. That's not bad. 270 experience wasn't bad. Ooh, I also should cast, I need to pull up the manual, what the level 4 spells are that I got. Because I got, like, something water that's good for undead enemies, it said. Mage water. Instant ogre. I can create an ogre party member. Yep, I can create my own Shrek. So for that, I'm gonna cast now we're gonna heal. So we get all our HP and MP back. And then so it's a wind ogre. Alright, now we're set. So we're gonna go back in here. Gonna go in the door. Zombies. Okay. They're undead. I have Mage Water. So there's 2 attacks on that. Coleslaw. Main character. Magic Water. And then Armor Collapse. How's this work? Did I get them all in one go? 41 is not enough. 80 is, okay. Kill everyone. Oh, this is gonna be good. Got the ogre gets an attack. Coleslaw, not with the crit. All right. That's good though. Let's see how much experience I get out of this battle. This might be a good grinding spot if there's zombies here, because I can kill them now. And do that till my MP runs out and then go back and heal. 154, not the best. The wolves were more. Jeez, which way did I go? Ripped. Zombies come out of the coffins. How many? Oh no, I'm gonna die. Please kill them all. Okay. Armor collapse. Now that whole group of 9 has lowered defensive power, so I hopefully can start. This should get some good experience. I'm trying to think. Yeah, I don't want the Wind Ogre to attack that group though, because I'm gonna cast Magic Water. on the other group of 9. That will kill all of them, leaving just the 7 zombies, and then the next round of combat will clear them out. If I had an extra sorcerer, how much is magic water? It's 6 MP to use. I think we're just gonna let the physical guys start taking them out. Okay, how did I get here? I went through that one door. I didn't go through the other door. Okay, how much experience is this? This gotta be a... Ooh. 594. And I found a helm. There's more. Okay. This room is a zombie room. Okay. Now, if the bard can sing the song, everyone's going to be stronger. They didn't do that on the last fight. Magic water's going to take out that whole group. There we go. Now I'm dealing way more damage. So, let's do some math here. 594 experience per battle. How many of them are there here? In this room. Do they just keep respawning? Because let's just say there's 2 that I know of. Then that's almost 1,200 experience points. We then go back up top, walk back down here. I mean, I'm level 8. There's so many here. Okay. Yeah, now 594 experience points for this fight. So I don't know how much I need to get to level 9, but I mean, I might want to try and get close to level 14. That's when I get level 5 spells. You're not sure if they respawn? Oh, they might not. There's at least 4 or 5 groups of them. Mascot, thank you for that. 17,100. I mean, that's only if they respawn. Let me think of it this way. Let's say that I can do 4 groups. That's only 3 trips down here if they respawn. Coach, welcome in. Weaken them, so now they all die in one hit, hopefully. Magic water will take out all these zombies in the second group, leaving 4, probably 2 weakened zombies for the next round. I believe that this is the grind for tonight. Yeah, the A's are in first place. Still. I think they're a game and a half up now. I don't know how today went. They were a game and a half up last I looked. How about them Rockies? Are they behind the Giants? Because the Giants weren't doing well. I'm going to go to an A's Giants game next weekend for my birthday. Angels are in last place. Yeah, well, so for the A's are like a game over 500, maybe 2 games over 500. I'd have to look. But Seattle and LA and geez, who else is in there now? Texas. They're all terrible this year. So minor league games are fun. That's the thing, though, Coach. A's play in a minor league stadium. It's not. I don't even think it's considered a stadium. The field. There's no upper deck. There's only like 6,000 seats for a Major League Baseball game. So yeah, I've been there for a minor league game. It's the Giants minor league affiliate that plays out of there too. And it was fun. It gets hot in Sacramento, but this next weekend it shouldn't be too bad. It's a night game, so hopefully it'll be kind of cool. And I've got decent seats. I'm gonna bring my big glove. I might get a ball. We'll see. I think I'm like 15 rows up behind the A's dugout. We'll see. If anyone watches the game on TV, I might get on TV. I've been on TV before with my glove. I think I still have the video of it. I might have posted it on my YouTube when I found out. Probably a hidden video though. Didn't want to get a copyright strike or something. Okay, so everyone's still doing well. Oh, I'm bringing the giant glove for sure. There's another fight. Look at all these fights in the crypt. This is so good. Okay. I don't know how many songs I have left. Armor collapse though. The song first is perfect. Everyone's stronger. Armor collapse will be great next. Magic water's good too, because that's gonna take care of. You got on TV a Dodgers Mets game? I have to find one of my A's hats. Not like I've got some that are pretty rough shape. This one's not bad. Still pretty clean. A little bit of a sweat stain. I got some of them that are really worse for wear. And I'll wear my jersey too. I don't get too many chances to put that on. Atlas, sure, we'll do Star Flare. I'm also getting like 200 gold for this fight, so like going back up and healing and then trekking back down here won't be too bad. This is the play, guys. I don't even remember where this crypt was. Okay. Because I skipped a door. I was going to go in the door. I said, no, let me just go to the end of this hallway. And then it branched off. And I forget which way I went. So... Okay. More zombies. Ghouls. Ugh. This might be bad. There aren't as many. Okay. We're not going to use a bard song. I am going to cast magic water on this one. Please kill him. Okay, the ghouls die to a magic water, so that's good. Points of damage. $400. Oh man, yeah, we are working on some levels here. So please have. Okay. We're gonna save. Yeah, I'm gonna continue my adventure. So. Status. I'm looking for 17,000 experience. I'm only at 14,000. So, actually, is everyone else there? They should be close. 16. So I'm almost there. So one more trip down there. If they've respawned, will be perfect. We're gonna cast our ogre. Actually, I'm gonna sell some stuff. Yeah, I have 8,000 gold just with no life, so now we're gonna heal everyone and get all of our stuff back. 356 gold, that's fine. I'm getting more than that going down there. Now it's just get back down there. Oh wait, nope, I forgot something. Our bard needs to drink some root beer. Now we're good to go. And this next trip down will allow me to level up everyone. Zombies are Murphy's Ghost 2.0, right? Ouch. This is good. I'm very much of the intention. Okay, wait. Can I do this? No, I don't remember how I went. So I do need to cast. Let's see. Alright. So I went in. I did not go in that door. I think I went all the way to. Oh, some zombies. Okay, I'll fight some zombies. That should kill that zombie. That should kill that one. That should take care of that one. I might not have it. This should hopefully be enough to take them all out in one round. Treasure chest? Nope. Okay, so I went all the way to the end of this hall. I want to run. All right. I'm gonna have to heal. Critical hit. Coleslaw doing some work. That should have killed him. Thank you, Wind Ogre. I mean, I don't necessarily have to heal 100% yet. And this is a decent experience, dude. This is a couple hundred. Leather gloves. Do I have leather gloves already? Yeah. I think I had leather gloves for everyone. Yeah, I do. Alright. Alright, so I went here. Was it this door? Yes, okay. We made it to the crypt. Let's do a little singing. They're back. Perfect. Alright. This is enough to level us now. And we had the perfect start as far as armor collapse and the Bard song before our other guys attacked. Wind Ogre's still hitting the wrong guy. No life tanking the damage, that's fine. Not quite enough. Alright. And we're just gonna guard with Atlas. I don't think he needs to waste any MP here because I'm gonna use that for casting heals. I could have healed in battle, I guess. Dude, magic water is so clutch. And coleslaw with the crit to take out the last zombie. How long can I do this before I get bored, guys? I mean, this is a good leveling spot, it seems like. If Starflare goes first, then I should be able to clear out every one of these zombies. No, they went first. Dang it. The Star Flare is going to deal like 20 damage to all of them. And then one attack from... So I missed out on a death there. I could have had one extra zombie killed. All night. Well, at a certain point, it's going to just take too long to level. And then there's going to be a better spot to level, because I'll be strong enough to fight stronger guys. But when I get to level 14, then I get Wind Giant. And Arc Blizzard, Flesh Anew. Better healing. Archine's Mage Star, use powerful flash to force all enemies to surrender. I don't know if that would work. And I can't stay up too late tonight anyways. We're going to the zoo tomorrow. We have to be out the door by 7, I'm gonna say. So that's why I'm also not drinking gin tonight, because I only had 2 drinks last night, but the second one was a lot. Actually, we're going to a different zoo. It's through the Girl Scouts for my daughter. She got tickets for her and my wife, and then Ben and I are gonna go too, just so that we all can go. It's family day, so it's gonna be crazy busy. But they have, so the elephants that were in Oakland aren't there right now, so there's no elephants at the Oakland Zoo, which is where we normally go. So they do have an elephant, maybe a couple, at the San Francisco Zoo, which is where we're going tomorrow. And then they have gorilla, or gorillas, which my son really wants to see. So he's been talking about the gorilla for a week now. So that'll be fun. And then, of course, Sunday being Mother's Day, we got plans. And then next weekend is a fancy weekend also. Yeah, that Saturday is going to be busy too, because we're going to the trampoline park. I don't think we're going to have pie on my birthday. That's normally reserved for my daughter's birthday. I think we're going to have cake. But, trampoline park, I think I got 90 minutes of jumping on trampolines, so we'll see how long I can hold out. I think I'll be alright. And then after that, we come back to the house. We'll have a little bit of time to relax, recover. Then my mother-in-law's coming to watch the kids, and then my wife and I are going to a baseball game. We're going to stay the night out in Sacramento. And then come back on Sunday. And then a couple weeks after that, I'm going to SoCal Gaming Expo. And that one will be leaving early on a Saturday because I got to drive down to Pasadena. So it's going to take that's a long drive. But my buddy and I are going, so if we needed to, we could swap. Let him drive a little. But I printed out the list of games for a couple of people. Arkanoid Addict has a list of games he's still looking for. And I even put the price charting values down so I know what the high price is that I'm trying to beat. So hopefully there's a bunch of games. I don't know. I've never actually been to this convention. So I don't know how good the selection is. It's supposed to be pretty big, especially for out this way. And like looking at this list, there were... I could probably... That was there. That was there. 3, 4, probably 5, 6, 7, 8. There were at least 8 games on Arkanoid's list. It was at the one I went to in Sacramento, which is smaller. So I'm probably not going to try and get that many games just because of how expensive it would be. Especially since, like, a lot of the games that aren't, like, oh, I don't have Kid Clown, I don't have Zombie Nation, Mighty Final Fight, Dragon Fighter, Bonk's Adventure. Those are all, you know, $200, $300, $400. Bonk's is $800 for Bonk now? Oh. Price charting says Bonk's Adventure is $854. Yeah. But like Nightmare on Elm Street, Pool of Radiance, Conquest of the Crystal Palace, Muscle, Rampart, Sesame Street Countdown, those games, you know, those are reasonable. I could pick up probably all of those. I'm gonna be a little stronger when I level up, right? I don't know if strength's necessarily gonna go up on everyone, but I think just leveling makes you more powerful. I know you have more HP and MP. But I take a level and I might then be able to kill these guys a little bit easier. So if I can get a couple levels under my belt, I might be able to speed up the battles by ending them a round earlier. I think this is the last set of them that are down here. So Starflare first is good because it's going to weaken all the zombies to where 1, 2, 3, 4. I should be able to kill 5 of the 7 on this turn. Yeah. And then the other group of 9's dead because Gandalf is kicking butt. Gandalf is the MVP of leveling so far. Take a shot. You gotta at least follow me or something. Hey, you're on Twitch, obviously. You got Amazon Prime, right? Gotta use your Prime sub. It's free. But I'll do a shot for you. Is Jason watching? He better be watching. Jason, I'm going to do a shot of whiskey. Whiskey shot. Look, your dad's not going too crazy tonight, right? The coworker shot. So it's not even a sub shot. Here, I'll turn it around. There we go. I know this guy can't be lying because that's information that not everyone else knows about. And what the heck kind of name is that? Koala 60. You probably just type random stuff in. I'm gonna have to give him crap to work on. Yeah, that was the last one. Tuesday. Alright, we're back. We're gonna save. We're gonna continue. We are then going to have a drink. Some Canadian root beer. Yeah, that is a lot of koalas, Rouge. So to fill everyone else in, my name's Jerry. There's someone who works for me. His name's Lucas. His dad also works for us. And he wanted me to take a shot, so I took a shot. Now he's trying to text me. Coworker shots. Yep, he's watching me. We're done here. Alright, so we're gonna level up. So the first thing I will do is I'm going to get a new ogre. Okay. Now we go in and we advance level. Intelligence I don't care about. Vitality's good. Coleslaw, strength or vitality? Strength is good. Main character Dex. Vitality's good. Gandalf wants intelligence. Strength is pointless. Vitality's good for Atlas. Okay, that was a good level. Alright, status. I am at 18,313. 19. So, level 10. Mascot. Nope, I'm missing. I am missing YouTube. Sorry about that. EP, didn't Monks invent beer? I'm sure. I think that sounds about right. Commodore 64 and 85. Currently I have a PS2. It's an awesome game. Well, Robert, thanks for popping in. It's not bad. Alright, so now we are ready to go back down and grind some more experience points. I don't know how much I need. His mascot's not telling me what the next level is. There it is. 23. Okay. 23,100 for the next level. Oh, just yipped for some reason. Oh. No, they're still there. Probably mad because I put the buns up higher to where you can't get to them. Skeletons? I don't want to fight skeletons. I want to fight. Nope, don't take another step. First thing we do is we sing this to lower your AC to make it harder to hit, so they might miss or you're stronger, I guess. And then we attack, attack, attack. Then we use this spell, cast magic water to kill that group, and then cast armor collapse to make those guys 1/4 defense. Wait, what number did I say I was just at? 18,000? My experience? I only have to get to 23? That's not gonna be that bad. Yeah, a lot of times games like this turn out to be good, like, go with the flow kind of games. You don't have to worry about frame perfect inputs or reaction times on stuff. Rouge, so you can kind of just hang out, we can chit chat. I do need another drink though. Should take out the last three here. Coke, Cherry, Float, Zero. I haven't seen those ones. I did have a Cherry Coke Zero recently. Because my cousin bought me one when he was at the gas station. And he thought it was just a regular Coke Zero. Because they look very similar on the shelf, I guess. Coke Cherry Zero is also good. It wasn't bad. I was never a fan of the zero or diet cherry flavor, but they made it better since the last time I had one. While this is fighting, I'm gonna grab myself another drink. Dog was right behind my chair. I was gonna crush him if I slid back. So Mascot, I do drink a lot of water. I don't have my jug out here, but I'll go through a couple 64-ounce jugs a day. But I don't like sparkling water that much. No, Mascot Brondo, the thirst mutilator. It's got electrolytes. That's what plants crave. Yeah, regular water's fine. I like water like really cold if I'm gonna just be drinking it. But normally I'll have my jug of water and then I'll have a Coke Zero with it. So I'll be sipping on the Coke Zero and then I'll be mixing in, drinking a bunch of water with it. That's generally what I do. Yeah, Rouge, it's just tap water that I drink out of my water bottle. Pinfold, it also depends on where you live. I mean, there are some places where, like, if you turn on the tap, like, you can't even light a match. You know? Maybe Rouge has been to Flint, Michigan. Or anywhere in Mexico. Ooh, broadsword. I can sell that. Wait a minute. This isn't the right fight. Okay. So that means I am not going to use my bard song. I am going to use magic water on the group. And armor collapse on that group. And I should be able to get through it in 2 rounds. Yeah, we don't want ghouls, we want zombies. Ghouls deal so much more damage than zombies. And he's paralyzed, he just lost an attack. That's okay though. They've been armor collapsed, so I think I'm okay here. Get him. 2 hits. Charlie, crit! No crit. Charlie, you failed me. Coleslaw did not get the crit when we needed it most. Okay, though. Big dog's got it. Had a question mark item. I didn't want Mage Flame. That was a waste. I have to go identify it somewhere, I think, right? I should speed up the, like I can change the message speed. I should set it to fast. I'm not a speed reader, but it could save me quite a bit of time. Over the course of a game, how much time do you think it would save me? Just lonely and hungry for brains? A miss! The zombie missed! Ha! Loser! Complain about the overwhelming amount of text. One more round. Zombie got me. Ooh, I wonder if I identify that item if it's like what is it? We're blanking on the term. They're not gauntlets. Bracers. Yes. Bruise bracers. They're probably like +4 bracers or something like that. A mud game? What's a mud game? MUD game? Or like, what is it? Zork's Adventure or something like that? The text-based games? Then you get a lot of text. Where they describe everything in text. That's cool. Imagination. No need for imagination if you guys describe it well enough. There's another game that I played. The opposite. Zark would love it. There's no text. The screen is blank. You play by sound. It was on Xbox Live Arcade. It was called In the Pit. You are in a pit. It is pitch black. You cannot see. And you walk around. And as you walk, you'll like walk through water and you can hear splashing footsteps in the water. You can hear like faint stuff in the distance. And then as you walk, it gets louder as you get closer. So you have to find your way through this dark dungeon. You're fighting guys through there. You're in the pit. But the game has no visuals. It's all audio cue. Which was an interesting concept. I remember my cousin was playing it and he was at like this far from his TV with it turned all the way up volume-wise so you could hear the left and right speaker to try and pinpoint where it was because he wasn't playing with headphones on. Mascot, there's a guy, he does, I don't know if you've seen the YouTube channel called Smarter Every Day. I forget the guy's name. He was real, I haven't seen anything lately from him. But that last big eclipse that happened in 2022, I went to Texas for it. He like filmed that in a certain way that was super awesome. But he does a lot of like educational type stuff. Why do cats always land on their feet? And like he shows, like he researches it and has a video on it and like shows it. A lot of, you know, technical knowledge, a lot of science and engineering background. And but he had one video where he did is it binaural audio? I think he was watching them launch a satellite. So he was in Texas or Florida at NASA when they were launching for a launch, and he filmed it and recorded it with a special way of doing the audio for the right and left channel. Oh, we got a crit. Coleslaw, you are making up for your lack of crits before. And it was very interesting, but the video, how he filmed it, it's meant to be watched with headphones in. Just standard, like, earbud headphones. They don't have to be fancy because it has the right and left channels set up a certain way. To where, like, you can... Charlie, you popped in. I didn't even see that. Coleslaw is the only... I don't think any other character can get a critical hit. I think hunters are the only ones that can critical. And it's an instant kill if you get a critical. It doesn't even say how much damage you deal. But you've gotten a bunch of them. And Charlie, how's the Master System been treating you? Okay, that's all of them. Let's get out of here. You're about to beat Spider-Man? Alright, so next up, let's check our status. The number I'm looking for experience-wise was 21? 23,100. Oh. So no life isn't there, but everyone else is. I bet. Yeah. Alright. So we gotta do one more trip down there, and then I'll level everyone up. So first off, our main character needs to drink his root beer so that he can sing again, because gotta soothe the throat a little bit. Next thing I have to do is I have to sell my broadsword that I found. And my leather gloves. $11,000. I have so much gold. Next up, we come up here. Before we go in, we are going to have Gandalf make us another ogre. Now we're gonna pay a bunch of money. And now these fights are so not worth it anymore. Oh, oh. My coworker just sent me a picture. Where the heck did he get the Skullet cap from? It's a nice pool table. Dom, welcome in. Dom, we found the grinding spot. Yeah, we're gonna avoid the goblins if I can help it. And the conjurers and all this stuff. Alright, I gotta use a spell here. We're gonna attack these three. And then we have to cast Mind Darts on that group. And Star Flare on this group. See, you got the Mike's Mango there. I don't know if my coworker's still watching. I'm drinking a mango. Look, I got my own mango. Alright. Everyone should die. Someone said level 36 is maximum. We are level 9. Everyone has enough experience to hit 10 except for no life because I've died a couple of times. Look at all that hit points I have, though. 174. And max stats at level 1 that you can get. And we go in here. We're heading to the catacombs. Talk to them. I forgot to change the message speed. So we want to be at 23,100. So we're close. So what we do... Phantoms? I have never fought Phantoms. And I still haven't. Wolves surprise attacked me. It's because it's probably because I didn't cast Mage Fire, so we're in the dark. Mage Flame. Trying to go in without. Ooh, okay, we'll fight. Let's run if I can. I don't want to fight a small zombie group. I want to fight the big zombie group in the crypt. Alright, so here it is, Dom. We have 27 zombies to kill. The biggest fight that you can do is, I think, 9 of an enemy, and they can have 3 enemies on screen. So 27 enemies is the biggest fight you can do. Zombies are kind of tough, but not super tough. So we use the Falcontine's Fury. That strengthens everyone in our group. We also have Magic Water. Magic Water kills zombies, the whole group of them. So Gandalf is going to kill 9 zombies at once. And then we use Armor Collapse on the first group that we're attacking with our physical attackers. Armor Collapse lowers their defense to 25% of what it normally is. So our strength is going to go up, their defense is going to go down. Strength up. We have a Wind Ogre also to help us. Gandalf does the Magic Water. He murmurs it. He doesn't even speak it. He just murmurs. And then boom. And he wipes out 9 zombies like that. Now we get the Armor Collapse. This is perfect. So now they are as weak as they can be. We're as strong as we can be. And now we start hitting them. And it takes 2 hits to kill a zombie. Except we got a Wind Ogre that's helping us. Ooh, No Life Gas one-shot. Coleslaw one-shot in zombies. Zombies missing us is perfect. And now on the second round, we do the same thing. Everyone attacks a zombie. And then we use our Magic Water spell on the other zombie. And just for safe measure, we're going to do a little Star Flare on the first group. So that if they don't kill it in one hit, Star Flare is going to give you that extra 20 points of damage. So there's 6 left. 5, 4, 3. We'll be down to 2 zombies left after this round. In this room, the crypt, there are 1, 2, I think 5 spawns of 9 zombies each that we can fight. We can do this fight 5 times, I think. 5? That sounds about right. I never actually counted it. Ooh, down to 1 zombie, actually. I miscounted. Not a crit, Charlie. You'll know when it's a crit. It, like, makes a different sound. And it doesn't even tell you how much damage you deal. I don't know if you can crit bosses. Did you see how much? I clicked through it. It's a lot of experience for this fight. Almost 600 experience for this fight. And it's relatively safe at this point. Now, depending on if your bard's the agility rolls, if your bard goes after some attacks, then you don't deal as much damage. If armor collapses later, like armor collapses pretty quick because Atlas has a high agility or vitality, or no, high dex. But our main character needs to sing a song. Otherwise, there we go. Otherwise, we don't deal as much damage. But once he sings a song, we start dealing damage. 594. Yeah, that sounds right. They're all the same. And I'm just doing this, and I'm going to continue to do this for probably another hour. I'd like to get to level 14 with everyone, because then I can buy a new set of spells for our casters. And then I should be strong enough to just run around and try and map where to go down here. Yeah, at level 14 is when you get the... I think that's what it said. Let me check the manual before I stick my foot in my mouth. Yeah, I get level 5 spells at character level 14. And then level 6 spells is at level 20. And then at level 26, you get 7th level spells. And that's it for spells. So after level 26, it's kind of... Map? Yeah, I might have to map something out. I haven't had to yet, because they have a little mini map on the side. Alright, fight over. And sometimes we find items. 594. But yep, this is pretty much what tonight's gonna be, I think. It's already an hour and a half in. Wow, that long? It doesn't feel like I've been on that long. Yep, Friday Night Zombie grind. I might be strong enough to, like, look around down here. Speaking of beef, what's for dinner?
About my winner.
Alright, we got to see it. You ready, guys? As most of you know, if you don't know, I do have a camera pointed at my wiener. And for a mere 1,000 points, I let you guys see it. 1,000 channel points, and I switched to my wiener cam, pointed right at it, like front and center, can't miss it. So let's take a look. Here we go. I'm pretty proud of it. It's like, that's the only reason why I keep the wiener cam, is because I'm so proud of it. Here we go.
Ask me about my winner.
Look at the girth. Yeah, I mean, who wouldn't be proud of a wiener like that? Who wouldn't be proud of that? I hope you guys are okay with watching the wiener while I just fight some zombies over here. Mascot. I mean, you can brag if you want. I'm not, I mean, but it's not, the thing is, you don't say I've seen bigger. You have to say I've had bigger. Otherwise, it doesn't count. You need to upload the latest episode. Super Garbage Day. Yeah, there's your Super Garbage Day sticker. I just have them taped up there. I didn't actually like stick them on there. There's not enough surface area to stick them. And my goose is a little bit in frame. He's holding my Yeti bottle opener. I think my speed run has been invalidated by showing this now, guys. You appreciate being that close? You're one of the closest. Goten's sticker is right there. Right in the middle. He's even reaching out for it. Look at that. Trying to receive my wiener. And then I got Farrell's sticker on there. The poop holes and the heart. Actually, Farrell's got 3 stickers. Prime real estate. Oh yeah, it's so big it takes 2 hands, Dom. Everyone knows that. A wiener so big it needs 2 hands. Okay. I think we've had our fill. The ad break goes on for another minute. Should I just let the wiener cam run for another minute? Good spicy brown mustard? I normally just go with the standard yellow mustard. It's normally good enough. It is going to be pretty good tonight. I should only show the wiener cam during ad breaks. Oh, Charlie, you missed Coleslaw's critical hit. Did you hear it? You guys can still hear the game. Oh, there's no music on this? I thought I had the music playing on it. Darn. Why not? It should have the music. What if I do this? Oof. How am I gonna do this without messing it up? It's gotta mess it up. Nope, not there. I'm gonna try and fix it. Well, wait a minute. Why is my capture card not showing up? Alright. We'll have to do it next time. I think I can take this and I can... hopefully.
Ask me about my wiener.
You ready? I'm gonna put it right there. Can you hear it now? Now you can hear what I'm doing. Charlie Numbers, welcome in. Not to be confused with Charlie Coleslaw. We're just taking a look at the wiener right now. The wiener is running away a little bit. What I'm doing is I'm giving the wiener hope. I'm making him think he can get away. but it's not happening. We're in the middle of a grind here. What do we have here? We have a Nathan's Colossal Dog tonight. We're playing a little Bard's Tale. You can hear it. Let me fix the wiener. Try and center the camera. It keeps getting bumped. So we're gonna switch back now. Now that we have audio on the wiener cam, so you can hear the game. I thought that you could hear the game the whole time. I'm killing zombies on Bard's Tale. Ooh, what do I get? Super awesome item. Ooh, a plate armor. Already have those. I do have the question mark armor though. Alright, so we're out of zombies. We should have enough to level up now. Double check in just a sec. $7,500 gold. I have a lot of gold. Charlie, the crit, it doesn't give you a damage. If you critical hit, the guy just dies. There, look, he has question mark item. Identify. It's a potion. Boo! Get rid of that potion. Get my 10 gold back. Okay, now status. What do I need? 23,100. We're there. Next level. We're about to level up. Mascot, where'd you go? What's the next level? What's 11? This will get me double digits on the level. Strength, nice. Big dog, vitality's good. Coleslaw, you've got luck. Maybe you'll crit more. Main character gets more vitality. Gandalf with the intelligence. With the intelligence, Gandalf is super smart. Atlas, intelligence, vitality, dexterity. Dex, all right. So now if I look, my vitality's at 22. How high can the number go? Big Dog's got a 22 vitality also. Coleslaw, 20 strength. You're so strong. Pretty well balanced. Gandalf's got to be up there on his intelligence at a 19. Everything else is a 10. What's the max your stack can be? What happened? Oh, Atlas was like, oh, I'm good with my crappy strength and luck. 18 dex though. Higher dex than intelligence. As a wizard, that's not what you're looking for, I guess, but all right. I'm trying to get to the next level. Level 11. How much experience do I need to hit level 11? If it was 23,100, the next one's probably 25,500. 25.5 is my guess. $30. Aww. It's not that bad. Let's get back to the zombies. I've never attacked phantoms. I'm gonna do 3 attacks on that phantom and then see what they deal. 4 points, not bad. Alright. Okay, they're not too bad. We're good. I can one-shot phantoms. I'm not even gonna risk opening that. Six wolf party. Yeah, the chest can one-shot you for sure, mascot. That's why I don't want to open it, because if it blows up on me... Alright, we'll be able to take out a few of these wolves. I want the wind ogre to attack the wolf on the right, and it should kill him. Nice. That'll leave me 2 weakened wolves for the last round of combat. $30,600. Found a question mark item. Probably just a potion. Me hitting buttons, I'm mashing A, it doesn't do anything, because you can see nothing sliding up down there. Means that all my inputs do nothing at the moment. Yeah, it looks like the controller's broken. The game's just not reading inputs. Nothing that I'm doing is getting transmitted. Now it is, though, see? Which is kind of cool to know, in a way. Because, like, me mashing A does not speed up the text. Which I do need to speed up. So, what's everyone else doing this weekend? What kind of plans you got? What are you up to? Charlie Coleslaw. I am happy to announce that I have some more Master System games coming my way. I won't have them until we check tracking. Yeah, we'll show them off when they come in. I found someone. Let's see, one package is going to arrive. Ooh, maybe as early as Monday. This one, probably Tuesday. Ooh, maybe Thursday. Bunch of packages. Here's the big one though, Tuesday. So next stream I should have some to show off. I don't think any of them are like big time games, but filling in the Master System library. Trying to fill it in. I think I have like 9 games coming. 9 Master System games coming. Yeah, I hadn't found any in a while. So I was like, let me look and see. And there was a person in, there's one person in Alaska that had a bunch of them, but I tried to like, hey, if you want to group some up, would you mind, doing a discount or, combined shipping and stuff? And they got back to me and they were kind of rude. So I was like, all right, fine, I'm not going to buy from you. No, I don't combine shipping and blah, 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 blah. And then they tried to argue with me about fees and whatnot. But I'm going to be down in Southern California next month. And if there's any down there, because, like, if you go to a convention and someone has a stack of Master System stuff and you're there on the last day of the convention, I'm sure they've lugged that around to a lot of places and no one wants it. Yeah, so that's the other thing. The Sonic one, I believe, the only difference between the US and the PAL release on Sonic is they put a sticker on the back of the box to cover the UPC code for the PAL region and made it a US UPC sticker. Yeah, Charlie, that's the thing. Master System is pretty inexpensive compared to everything else. There's not as much of a demand for it. Like, I'd never actually seen anyone selling Master System. You can get TurboGrafx 16 easier than you can get Master System stuff. I mean, TurboGrafx is more expensive than Master System, but I guess there's more of a demand for it. And I thought, ooh, I might try and get a bunch of TurboGrafx stuff because I've got a bunch of them already. But I've got the good ones. I might go TurboGrafx after Master System's done, you know? Finish the 8-bit stuff off and then go to 16-bit. But instead of starting with Super NES or Sega Genesis, starting with TurboGrafx. Although TurboGrafx, I feel like TurboGrafx is mainly just like shooters. A lot of shmups. Which I like, but TurboGrafx is your next conquest. So Charlie, I have Newtopia 1 and 2. Those are expensive ones, I think. I've got Dragon Slayer. Is that the one for the Turbo Duo, the CD, TurboGrafx CD game? So I've got some of the more rare ones. Yeah, the games are expensive for the TurboGrafx now. I got some 2 years ago when I was in Sacramento, and they weren't as bad. They're getting worse. It's just hard to find them, and then there's a lot of PC Engine stuff. So I was sticking to just US TurboGrafx. You got a console, couple of cards. So I have a console. I also have the analog one they came out with, Turbo Duo. So I actually have it's over here. It's underneath the Famicom. This box right here. I have a box Turbo Duo, the actual Turbo Duo, TurboGrafx with the CD. And then I have on top of that, you can't really see, is the analog console that they came out with the HDMI. I have a Turbo EverDrive that I can play on there. The problem is the Turbo Duo, you can't run your Turbo EverDrive off of for disc-based games or whatever. There's a regular, you could get the regular TurboGrafx and then put the RGB or the composite adapter on the back and try and get better input. But I figured I'd just use the analog console since it's HDMI. So Charlie, if you have a regular TurboGrafx 16, the EverDrive should be able to play all of them. But if you have the Turbo CD, because it has the CD player attachment, because there's a separate TurboGrafx attachment that you can put on there instead of the CD one that gives you a composite, the RGB. Okay, so it's component RGB, right? Let me do a quick check. It's got the AV output thing, right? No. It sticks onto the back of it. But that's normally how the CD drive attaches to it. So it there's conflicting things to where on my Turbo Duo, I can only get RF output because it's got the CD attachment already built into it on the Turbo Duo. And then on the Turbo Duo, there's a problem with the Turbo EverDrives. I think it might be fixed by now. But I think that because it had the CD attachment on it, it couldn't run CD games on the Turbo EverDrive. There was something like that happening. So I have Dracula X the actual imported disc. I got that off of like a Whatnot auction for pennies on the dollar, which was cool. Yeah, I played Dracula X on stream. Yeah, here. Let's start showing them off. Got a few games here. So yeah, I've got the Turbo EverDrive. Mine looks like this. But as far as games go, I got football. Taking it to the hoop. These are boxed still. Oh no! I ran away, guys. I bumped the controller, I guess, and went down to run. But I got a bunch of cards. Bunch of them. I got Dragon's Curse. We got Bonk. Arrow Blasters. Ordine. Packland. World Court Tennis. Ninja Spirit. Not to be confused with Dragon Spirit. Ooh, Chu Man Fu. This game's really fun. It's a pinball game. Devil's Crush. Got Ghost Manor. Raiden. This one might be fun now that I've played the NES version of Star Soldier. Here's Super Star Soldier. Gotta have a Keith Courage. Everyone has Keith Courage. We got our Andre Panza Kickboxing. Baseball. World class baseball. World class. Ease 2 and 3. This is a 3-on-1. Gate of Thunder, Bonk's Adventure, and Bonk's Revenge. Disc based. Now we're getting into some more pricier ones here, I think. Complete Psychosis. This one's hard to find, the Turbo Duo version. Normally you get the one that's not the TurboGrafx one. It doesn't have the Duo on it. Lords of Thunder. This game looks sweet. Complete, you know, sweet. Dragon Slayer. This one's super hard to find. It's a sweet looking RPG. I don't have the map for it, but Dragon Slayer looks like it'd be fun. And I got Newtopia 1 and 2. And then Dracula X. This one's obviously the Super CD, not the Turbo Duo version because it wasn't actually out. It's the import version. But those are my TurboGrafx games. Quite a few. Can't go wrong with having a few games for each system. Alright, so I ran away from one, which stinks, but let's get us out of here. How do people decide? NES games, it's basically how many of them there were. Like, ones that were released later in the NES lifespan are going to be more. Period. Which stinks. It doesn't make them a good game. It's just not as many people were buying them. Identify my item. Potion. 14,000 gold. Bucky TMNT Tournament Fighters. Little Samson's a late title. Dinosaur Peak is rare. Stadium Events is rare. Power Blade 2 is rare. Not many people have. Kid Clown 2, Kid Clown, Cowboy Kid. Those games did not sell very well. Donkey Kong Jr. Math. Not a lot of people bought it. So that's the main thing is scarcity. And then the other thing is there are games that aren't super expensive, but they're more expensive than they should be simply because they're good games and people like them. So I'm trying to get to what, 30,000, right? I'm at 27. I'm trying to get to 30. 30,600. So Mega Man 5 is actually somewhat rare. And it's a better game than 6 is. So like, if 5 and 6 have the same rarity or scarcity, but 5 is a better game, and it makes it more desirable. And hence the value goes up. Like, Dragon Fighter. That game? Who had that ever growing up? Not many people bought that game. Dragon Fighter, though, that's a pretty good game. I liked it. So that's the other thing you'll notice is a lot of these, run if I can, all right, are games that, so the other reason for that mascot, Dragon Warrior 1 was a free game. Dragon Warrior 1 they gave away. Like Nintendo Power gave it away if you bought the magazine. So common. It was a free game. The fact that people are paying for it now, it's like, it was a free game. It's not bad. It's a good game, but like, I like to enough Dragon Warrior to make a full-size throne. I could see someone doing that with Super Mario Duck Hunt 2-in-1s. They were giving those away. They were in like the penny bin at Funko Land or whatever. Literally just giving them away. If you want it, take one. Yeah, well, the other thing now, though, Rouge, if you have a Mario Duck Hunt, they want like $5, $8 for it. I have like 20 copies of it just because I bought lots of games and they had a couple of them thrown in. I don't want them. And it's a good game. I like it, but it's not worth more than like, I feel like every NES game out there is worth at least $5 except for that one. Just because of how many there are. And now every game is worth like $7 to $10. I think you should be able to go to a flea market, give someone a $5 bill, and get an NES game. But that's how it was when I was a kid. Only give you $1 for an Xbox game? Yeah, exactly, Rouge. Hold on to them. You know? You'll get something for them eventually. Isn't there a guy who's collected like 5,000 copies of the Burger King game? Sneak King? Is that the one? There were 3 different Burger King Xbox 360 games. Oh! Coleslaw! Critical hit! Charlie, there it is! You can hear when you get the crit. It worked on the original Xbox too? Oh, I thought it was a 360 one. It had achievements you can get on Xbox 360. I played through and got all the achievements on it. There was also bump and some, not bump and jump. It was something bump. And then what was the third one? There were 3 of them they came out with that were all Burger King games. They were like Xbox Live Arcade games. You can only get like 200 gamer points for it. Gamer score. Not the full 1,000 like a normal game had. Big bumpin', that was it. And I completely forget the third one. Sometimes I have the thought, oh, I forgot to... I'll do it after this fight. I forgot to sing a song. Sometimes I feel like companies could re-release new versions of their old stuff. Like car companies. If Chevy... Ford could do it too. But like Chevy came out with a new Corvette, but made it identical to the body lines of like a 69 Stingray. Just re-release the 69 Stingray, make it out of your space age plastics you have now instead of fiberglass. Put some airbags in it. I know they don't necessarily have the crumple zones, or you could do it with the Mustang. You get like a 69 Fastback, just make it the new 2029 Mustang, and it's literally, you look at it and it is the same shape and size of an old Fastback, you know? Pocket Bike Racer, there it is. Like Nintendo, why can't you come out with a new NES and just have it mimic the, like they did the mini NES, but make it to where it takes the cartridges and it can play the old ones, and just start re-releasing old ones, but make them with black carts. You know, re-release some of those games. Maybe even come out with some new ones. It would tank the value of the old consoles if you had a new one that would do it. Yeah, $4 for a game. An Xbox 360 game. But see, it's all digital now. They don't want to make any hardware stuff. They can re-release these games digitally, charge you $50 for a 50-year-old game now. Can't even get a Whopper for $4. I mean, like, if Nintendo partnered with a TV company, like the Sharp NES TV, if they partnered with a TV company and they had a built-in Switch is portable now, so I guess it wouldn't work so much now. I was just thinking, like, if they tried to do something similar with having a TV that just had the console slot on it. So you could plug your games in to a TV. Yeah, the new Neo Geo thing would be cool. And there weren't that many people that got a Neo Geo. I used to have a Neo Geo arcade cabinet. It was only a 1-slot cabinet. Racket Attack is currently $5. Rouge, what is Super Mario Duck Hunt 2-in-1? What's the value of that? It should not be higher than Racket Attack. Coconut, what game are you on to now? I don't know what your stream schedule is like. I feel like that you stream every day and you beat like 5 games every day. $8.44 for a Mario Duck Hunt 2-in-1. Still on Spy Hunter. Okay, that's right. You were on Spy Hunter yesterday. That's all right. $8. Here's my thing. What would you rather buy? Would you rather spend $8.44 on Mario Duck Hunt, or would you rather buy Racket Attack for $5? Like, I would buy Racket Attack all the 5-screw Duck Hunt. Yeah, Duck Hunt by itself is $12, just because there aren't that many of them compared to the other ones. I'm not gonna buy Duck Hunt for $12 when I can buy Mario Duck Hunt World Class Track Meet. What's the 3-in-1? That's probably cheaper than the Mario Duck Hunt now. No, maybe not. I got a 3-in-1 for free. The guy left it in the TV when he sent it to me, because that's how much he valued it. The 3-in-1 is $13 with the manual. I don't have the manual. Actually, I think I have a couple copies of the manual, but $6 for the cart. So it is cheaper to buy Mario Duck Hunt and World Class Track Meet than it is to buy Mario and Duck Hunt. Cart only. Why? And it's more expensive to buy Mario Brothers 5-screw by itself with no Duck Hunt, just the single Super Mario Brothers by itself. That's more expensive than Mario Duck Hunt and Mario Duck Hunt World Class Track Meet. And that's just because the collector's wanting all the different variants or all the variations of the games. That's all that is. So, Duck Hunt by itself, I'd have to look, because there's a 3-screw Duck Hunt and a 5-screw Duck Hunt, I believe. I'd have to look at my shelf. I'm going to go look at Duck Hunt. Let's go look. I don't know about Duck Hunt. I only have a 5-screw Duck Hunt by itself. I have a 5-screw and a 3-screw Super Mario Brothers by itself. I do not have a 5-screw Duck Hunt. Or, I'm sorry, a 3-screw Duck Hunt. I only have the 5-screw. I have both the Mario Brothers ones. Just because I'm a collector and I wanted them. But... and once again, 3-screw versus 5-screw, it's a different variant. The 5-screws are older. They didn't have as many, or, you know. I think there's one game where the, where the 3-screw is actually more valuable than the 5-screw. I think there's only one. And it might not be like that anymore, and I forget what game it was. Well, and then, like, I just got Alpha Mission not that long ago. I picked up a 5-screw Alpha Mission, which is significantly more valuable than the 3-screw. But people don't necessarily know that when they put a listing up for a group of games. Alpha Mission's in there, and it's a 5-screw. I still look and see for Gotcha, Jaws, Mega Man, and Mike Tyson's Punch-Out! Those games, if you can find a 5-screw version, it's worth a lot more than the 3-screw. People have kind of caught on to that. The big one that people haven't caught on to, that I've been talking about, so some people will now catch on, because I'm so popular and everyone watches me gain their NES knowledge, is Tecmo NBA Basketball. There are 2 variants of that game out there. One variant has I think, if you look at the... So games have... So this has the little, like, NES USA... I won't focus on it if I... But there's numbers on the bottom right corner of the label. And it'll be like BK blah 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 blah, and that's the common one. There's one that has an N7, I believe, as it's 3 digits and then dash N7 blah blah blah, or 3 digits dash BK. BK is the normal one, which is the one I have. I'll grab it. I'll show you. The label art is the same. The difference is it says NES. We're going to go large cam. We're going to try to get this to focus. There it goes. NES BK USA. You see that right there? That's where you look. Right there. NES BK USA. This is the common one. This game, $8, $10 game, whatever it is. The other one will say instead of BK in the middle, I think it's N7 or N9. It'll be NES-N7-USA. That one is like $200. $10 game becomes a $200 game. Not a lot of people know about it. And the difference between this one and that one, this one, the roster is your normal roster. On the N7, Michael Jordan is not in the game. They removed Michael Jordan and put in a placeholder guy. I forget the name of the character. Same stats as Michael Jordan. It is Michael Jordan in the game, but they couldn't have his name or likeness in there. They had to remove him from the game because of a players union thing, similar to how Barry Bonds isn't in any of the baseball games. Yeah, so they took MJ out. So this is the MJ one. The non-MJ one, it's like $200. So if you ever go to a retro game store, they might have a couple of them. Look and see if there's a difference, because nobody pays attention to that. Because it's the same box art. There's no variant to really see. This isn't the right fight. Game. Alright. Sing me back to the Traveler's tune. Back to the guild. Save. Yeah, I'm gonna keep playing even though it's 10:30. Because now no life should be at 31,000. What's the number? 30,600? Am I there? I have to scroll up. Mascot 30,600. So we're there. Everyone gets to level. I have a helm to sell as well. So we're going to sell the helm. What's cool about leveling is I don't have to refill my HP and MP. That auto refills when you level. I have so much money. Okay, so now we make sure to cast a new ogre. And we are advancing. Level 11, we got Dex, which is good. Strength, Dex, Vitality. Vitality's good. Coleslaw, Dex, Strength, Vitality, Strength. That's okay. Intelligence. Gandalf, you don't need to be strong. I don't like that. Strength on both of those guys. I could reset and re-roll this right now. Mascot, you went and checked? I'm gonna re-roll it once and see what happens. Got your hopes up? I mean, it's rare. Whoops. So, but it's one of those things where if you ever go to a... And I think there's a lot of people at conventions that don't even know. That's a game I always check for. And then I'd buy it. And then turn around and sell it on eBay. And I probably wouldn't tell the person on that one, because I don't think that it should be priced higher. Alright, we got Dex. That's fine. Big dog got strength. Charlie, get some vitality. Luck. Main character gets intelligence. Doesn't really do anything. Gandalf, intelligence. I'll take it. That's good enough. We're good. Oh, I'm afraid to ask. Mascot, I'm afraid to ask. Level 12. What do I have to get to experience point wise now? 45? $39. Oh, it's better than I thought by a large margin. $39, that's it? Okay, so 39, hold on. I'm at 31. Everyone else is right around 32. I only need 8,000. Oh, I forgot to switch that. Okay, so we're gonna... I have to switch to having 4 attacking party members after this. Alright, no life can get healed. We're fine. $900. That was a good fight, actually. I don't care about the phantoms. Forgot again. He can't attack. Love to get the 14 tonight. Not gonna happen though. Level 12's probably where I have to call it. And then we're just going to grind again next stream to get to 14. That's probably what I'm going to do the next couple of streams, is just try and get high enough level to where then I can play through a bit. Yeah, Mascot. Other things, if you have Wayne Gretzky Hockey, there's 3 different label variants on that. You can look at, I forget which one's the one you want. There's one that has Gretzky in a white jersey. There's one that has him in a black jersey. There's one that has no logos. It doesn't have the LA logo on it. I think the no logo one, it's a white jersey with no logo. I think that's the rare one. It's not significantly more. Alpha Mission 5 screw is pretty good. Not a lot of people know about that one. Mike Tyson's Punch Out. There's the 5 screw. There's the 3 screw. The other thing to look at is on the front cover label, there's 3 bullets for the bullet points. Do they have white dots on the bullets with orange text, or is it orange dots with orange text? I think the white bullets are more valuable than the orange bullets. Stupid stuff like that that really doesn't matter. Like, that's the other thing, is if someone's at a convention and they separate out that variant, like if someone has the N7 version of Tecmo NBA basketball and they have it priced super high, I don't want to do business with that person. If you want to sell it for a few $100, put it on eBay and sell it to someone who wants it. But like, an actual variant that of things is a little different. Like the bullet color on Punch Out, or 3 screw, 5 screw, I can get behind that. But like, what's gonna stop them from the next time going to the back label? So on the back sticker, see the 12 revision number? It's stamped in there so that you can't read it because it won't focus properly. But yeah, there it is. It's a 12 on a Rev A with a 12. What's to stop them from saying, oh, I have a Rev A with an 8 and that's more rare, you should pay me more money? Well, that's the other thing, Mascot, is I'm nice to the vendors. They have to make money too. But if you're going to sell something at price charting value to someone in person, price charting is based off of primarily eBay listings on what they sold for. Those eBay listings don't take into account eBay's cut, which is like 15%. So that's telling me that if they're selling it at that price, they, depending on what their margins are. Yeah, GameStop was trying to buy eBay. It's not going to happen. No way. They need to have bought the games significantly cheaper to be selling them, even at eBay pricing. Like, if eBay has it at $100, that means they should have gotten that game for $50 to $60 to sell it for $100. And I know, like, how I don't deal with Pokemon cards really, but Pokemon cards, generally speaking, they do, for like trades, an 85% kind of thing. So they go with whatever cart, TCG, eBay, whatever price, whatever metrics they have, and they can do up to like 85% of that in value. So I kind of think they should adopt that when it comes to conventions. Price it whatever you want to price it at. Price it, and if no one wants to haggle with you. But like, if you're buying stuff for $90 and then marking it to sell for $100 when someone else can buy it for $100 on eBay, that's bad business sense. If you don't have if you don't have any wiggle room there, because if I'm going to you at the convention, you've got to cover your costs. You went to the convention, you paid to get in, to have the booth and everything. I get it. But realistically, if you have it marked at $100 because that's what other people are selling it for, with fees tacked on. That means if you sold it on eBay for $100, you're only going to get $85, which means you probably should have only paid $60 for it. So now in person, you're selling a game you paid $60 for $100. You try and make $40 off of a person in person, when if you sold it online, you're only going to make $15. So in-person sales should be less than price charting, but more than what you would get if you sold it on eBay for that price. You know, I could sell it on eBay for $100. Okay, great. I'll give me $10 off, $90. You sell it on eBay for $100, you're only going to clear $85. So sell it to me for $90. You make $5 more. I spend $10 less. It's a win-win. And if they're not willing to do that kind of thing, then it's like, all right, well, I don't care what else you have or how bad I want to add that to my collection. I am not going to buy from you now. In fact, like, if a guy's being a dick about it, I would make it a point to spend a bunch of money at the person right next to him. You know? Like, if that guy's, like, not gonna haggle or wiggle on his price or whatever for a copy of Mario's Time Machine, and the guy next to him has a Mario's Time Machine, I would pay more and buy it from the guy next to him. Just to shove it in his face kind of thing. You know, it's like, hey, I would have bought 5 games from you if you would have haggled a little, like come down a little bit, and you would have made a ton of money off of me. But because you didn't, I'm going to spend my money on the guy next to you, and I'm not even going to worry about price now. That's the other thing, like, if the guy's super chill and cool and we have a little conversation and talk about stuff, I'll give him more money. And I'm fine with that. Kind of how it works for me when I go to a convention is similar to what happens when I go into a casino. Whatever money I bring with me, I've already expected I'm coming back with none of it. So at that point, my brain disassociates from it to where it has no value. That money has zero value now. There were lots of extra fights in here. So Rouge, when it came to get my Superman 64 card signed, Dean Cain, he was Superman. Maybe I should send him off to who was the other, Cavill? Henry Cavill? He was Superman. When it comes to GameStop though, their thought process is that, hey, if we got eBay, they are going to try and go super heavy into Pokemon still. They're moving into that realm when it comes to the Pokemon cards. eBay owns TCG, I think. Which is a Pokemon card selling site or something. It has something to do with Pokemon cards. GameStop is pretty dead. They don't have enough. They'll have to borrow like $20 million or whatever, billion, whatever the number, 20 billion. Because they're trying to buy it for 49 billion. eBay, their valuation is like 36 billion, and GameStop is offering 46 billion. So their shareholders are like, hey, they're trying to buy us for 10 billion more than what our valuation is. GameStop doesn't have that kind of liquidity though, so they're gonna have to borrow money from somewhere, or make it, issue, 20 billion more shares of eBay or GameStop stock and have the stock crash even more. But GameStop is thinking, if we can then get this card aspect of things out of there, a lot of the reselling of Pokemon cards and whatnot, they might be able to capitalize on that more so than they have. Because they send cards off for grading, and they're buying and selling. They're selling Pokemon cards over MSRP, even though they're an MSRP retailer for new things generally. But the convenience of, we have this network, we have all these stores. If you want to sell something on eBay, you don't have to ship it. Bring it to our store, and we will have it transported to the nearest GameStop store to the person who bought it, and then they can just go pick it up. And now you don't have to charge for shipping, right? So like, they could do stuff like that to try to alleviate some of the cost or fees that eBay has. Which could work in a sense, but I don't think that it would. eBay makes money off of their fees. eBay doesn't sell anything. GameStop sells product, so it doesn't make sense to me. Because, like, eBay doesn't care what is being sold on their site, so long as someone buys it, spends the money on it, and then they collect their cut for being the intermediate party there. Oh, wait, no. Exit. eBay's numbers have been not fledgling, but they have been dropping. And they are increasing fees. I sold a Pokemon card on eBay before I went to Disney. That actually helped fund Disney. I had one of the Umbreon super valuable cards that my wife and I pulled during COVID. I bought a box of packs and we got it. And like, I didn't know what I was doing. It was just like, hey, everyone's opening a Pokemon card. Let's get some. I used to have some. And we ended up getting like the card. It was worth like $500. And I put it in a binder. Like, I sleeved it, put it in a binder, and I forgot about it. And then the card value went up to, at the time, $1,500. Apparently now it's like $3,000. but I put it on eBay and sold it. I put it up there with a starting bid at like $1,400, and you can buy it now for like $1,550. And it was up for 2 seconds. Someone bought it immediately. And eBay took, what's the percentage? 20% or close to? Like, it sold for $1,550, and I think I ended up getting, maybe I got $1,100 for it, for a $1,500 sale. Maybe it was $1,200, somewhere around there. But it was like, really, that much, eBay? And I was only up there for a couple of seconds. Like, I posted it and it immediately sold. Like, I could have set it to like 1,900, and I probably would have got 1,900. I missed out on hundreds of dollars, I'm sure. But yeah, Roosh, it's like eBay, and they keep increasing what they're taking because they're not making enough. Like, their volume has gone down, so they need to increase the amount that they collect. Mad dogs I can kill, so let's just attack all the wolves. And then mine darts on mad dogs and starflare on the others. That might work. Yeah, oh yeah, there's buy it now. There's also sniping apps that people have where it waits until there's like less than a second on the auction, and then it bids it up, your max bid. And like you have to pay for the sniping program though. If you don't pay for it, it'll do your bid like with 10 seconds left. But if you pay for it, it'll wait till the last second and auto do it for you, so you don't have to wait. Like, so I keep going back to Pokemon cards. My kids are into Pokemon. My daughter's playing, she did Pokemon Legends Arceus on the Switch. Pretty much she's done with that. She hasn't caught all the different, she hasn't gotten Arceus because I guess you have to get all the Pokemon in the Pokedex before you can do that. And she dabbles with it. She plays every now and then. She likes catching the alpha Pokemon. She has not done Violet and Scarlet yet. I actually have a copy of it that I got for them because both my kids are into it, but I haven't given it to them yet. I'm holding off. So she's playing Legend ZA right now, and she gets super excited. The alpha Pokemon she calls Red Eyes because they have the red eyes and they're bigger. She's not as into the cards, but my son really likes the cards. He likes opening them, looking at them, and he gets excited for just random, stupid cards that aren't worth any money. Right? Which is cool. It's like, oh, like he really likes Onyx and Geodude, Graveler Golem. He likes Rhyperior, I think that's what he's called. Yeah. Like, I know the first 151. After that, I don't know very many. Steelix, he really likes Steelix. He likes Machamp too. Machamp is like his favorite. Machop, Machoke, and Machamp. So if he gets a card and it's a Machamp card, he's so excited, even if it's a common card in the set. And you know, his face lights up when he opens up the cards and gets stuff. So if I can get a pack of cards, I do. But I can't. They're sold out everywhere around here. my daughter's birthday, she said, "Oh, I want it to be a Pokemon birthday." So we had it be Pokemon themed for her in March, and I had to buy on Amazon, and I had to pay higher pricing for the boxes. But I bought 2 boxes, the trainer boxes of cards that each have like 9 packs in it, so that I had like 18 packs, so I could give a pack of cards to all the kids that showed up. And at the end of her party, after everyone was getting ready to go, everyone got to open up their cards, their packs, and look at what they got and show everything and be like, "Oh yeah, I got this." But it's like, it's hard to do that now because you've got people scalping them everywhere. Oh yeah, it was cool. They loved it. No one got like a super. I was telling my parents, I go, "Hey, some of these cards are actually kind of pricey. So when they open them up, if they get like in the box that has like all the cards in the set, I go, if they get like one of these 5 cards, hey, that's great. Take it and put it in sleep. Sell it. Make money off of it. You know." But they have vending machines for Pokemon cards, and there's one at the grocery store where I live here. And I go there every Friday because I'm off on Fridays. Drop the kids off at school. I go grocery shopping. There are people camping out at that vending machine because it's on a timer. It doesn't release all of its stock at once to help prevent people from buying everything. So, like, you'll be there and you tap the screen and then it's like everything says sold out. And you're like, "Oh, you can't get it." And they camp out at it. Yeah, I walk in. I'm there to get groceries. I used to, like, I'd pick my kid up from school, and my son's with me, and we would go in there, and he goes, "Can we see if there's any Pokemon cards?" And I was like, "All right, they're probably sold out." And we'd tap the screen, they're sold out. And then we go through the store and shop. Takes about an hour, right? We check out, and on our way out, we check again. There are people that will, when I walk in the store, will be there, standing next to the machine, waiting. And then when I leave, they're still there waiting. And they just tap every so often, see if it's restocked. Nope. And then they wait. And if you try and go up and tap the screen while they're there, they get mad at you. Even though it's got a big sign that says no loitering. They're not even buying anything at the store. They're just standing there waiting. And it's like, you're the reason why my kid can't get Pokemon cards. You know? One guy was there and like, we check out, I got all the groceries in the cart, and he's touching it. He goes, "Ooh, I want that one." And I go, "It says sold out." And I'm explaining where it has the black line that says sold out, sold out, sold out on everything in there. I go, "They're all sold out. There's no more left. You have to wait and see if they." And so he goes, "We can wait." And I go, "No, we can't. We got to go home and put stuff in the refrigerator." And there was another guy that's a scalper guy that's there. I've seen him a few times. And he like walked in to check the machine and saw that we were there talking. And I was like explaining to my 4-year-old, "Hey, you don't get any Pokemon cards because it's sold out." And he sees the picture, "But it shows it." "No, it says sold out." And the guy went out to his car or wherever, came back in and gave him a pack of cards for free. He's like, "Oh, hey, you wanted some cards? It's sold out here." So he gave him a pack for free, which was super cool. And like, I was like, "Hey, I'll pay you, what is it, $5, $6, $7, whatever it is. I got cash, I'll pay you." But he gave it to him. And Arkanoid Addict, welcome in, I saw you. But part of my brain was like, yeah, that's nice, but you're also the reason why. You can't, like, oh, you feel good because you gave a kid a pack of cards, but the reason why the kid can't get a pack of cards, oh, I forgot to cast, dang it, is because you camp out and take all the cards. But apparently now, I went there today with my son, and we walked in, and I've told people that when they're waiting there, like there was a guy restocking the machine one day when I walked in, and on my way out, there were people waiting for him to restock. On my way out, the two people, they were able to buy one thing and then it said sold out. And then the next person went up and they were able to buy one thing and then it said sold out. And they were complaining. It's like, it's full. They just restocked it. Why can I only buy one thing? I go, because you're not supposed to hang around. It's for everyone, not just you. And they were getting mad at me. And it's like, I don't know. I'm not going to argue with them in the store over it. But it's like, guys, come on. And it's like, get a job. There's a kid there. It's like, it's a Friday at 10 a.m. Why aren't you in school? Yeah, coach, it was fun. You could get them during COVID, though, and open them up. You can't anymore, or at least not where I am. There are places where you can go and get them. But one thing, though, today, when we went and we walked in and you checked the machine says that it was undergoing maintenance. And I had a QR code. It said purchase online. And I looked it up. A lot of the machines are going offline right now. And they're trying to stop the stock from going into the machines. I guess a lot of Kroger's still have them up and operational, but they're going to update something on the machine. So that they can eliminate some of the scalping. And so in the interim, they're having to like go to their website and buy them, but bots are buying everything off the website. I know how to fix it. If they really want to get rid of the scalping, which whoever makes Pokemon cards, Wizards of the Coast, or whoever it is nowadays, they don't care about the scalping. They care about the bad image and people complaining. But they like the scalping because they're selling out their product. So they don't care. They're making their money. But if they really wanted to stop it, all they have to do. Phantoms are one hits. So we'll do the Phantoms. And then we will. One sec here. And then a flare on that one. No, well, ID limit them. The credit card that you use to purchase can only be used to make one purchase on an item, and then if you try and use that card, it cancels it out. They're reselling these boxes. They don't want the packs. They want the trainer boxes or the big boxes. Put a razor blade on the machine to where when it comes over to grab the box, it cuts the plastic wrap and opens it. Now they can't resell it. It's been opened. No one's going to buy a box that's already been cut open. Problem solved. You buy a box, and as it dispenses out on the arm, you just have a razor blade that just cuts through the outer cardboard. It could even gouge the cardboard. Who cares? It opens it. Now it's open. You have to take the packs out. And no one's going to buy individual packs because everyone weighs them and all that other stuff. So the box is now no resale value. It's only for you now. Problem solved. That's all they have to do. I feel like a genius for coming up with that. There are stores out here that do that, apparently. Where I've heard they'll sell it to you at MSRP. So mascot, yes, you can reseal, but if that razor blade cuts the cardboard, who cares? If you reseal it, you'll have a cut in the cardboard. You can't reseal that. If you want to resell it, go to a store, pay extra for one that they're not going to cut open. It's gotten so far that like conventions now will not let you sell sealed product of things that are still available in stores. That's how they're trying to combat scalpers. So if you bought I've got 100 boxes of this, and I go to a convention to sell it, and they're like, oh, that's the new set that people can't get, and it's still sealed. Yeah, you're not allowed to sell that here. You have to open it up. You can't sell sealed product. That's how they're combating it at conventions, but it's just easier. Just cut the box open. I told my wife that. She goes, well, why not just the person stocking it just slashes everything as they stock it? And I'm like, well, if they did that, then who's to say that you don't have a bad actor who slashes it, opens it up, takes what they want, and then puts it in, So you got to have the machine just have a little razor blade come across. And then you'd have people like finding out ways to stop the razor blade or to try and dull it so it doesn't cut or something, you know. But the other thing though is the razor blade idea. You don't even, it's not even like a tough modification on the machine because an arm coming over to dispense it out anyway. Just have it cut the box. Have it put a big slice in the box. And then if they try to reseal it, there's a big slice on the cardboard. Have it cut the bottom of the box as it slides forward. Big old slice in the bottom with a box cutter. It's not going to damage the cards inside. It's just going to cut the box open so they can't resell it. And then the collectors who want to keep it sealed, don't buy them from the machines. Buy them from the scalpers who have them, you know. I feel like I should be on the Pokemon corporate team. You know? How do we fix this? I have an idea. Shark Tank? I should design the box cutting mechanism. Yeah, just like scalpers who like refresh pages and do stuff online and use bots. Combat that. Put a timer. Put a timer that's like longer. Put a timer that's tied to a random number generator so the timer only works so much, and after 3 failed attempts, like if they refresh too quickly 3 times, then kicks their IP out. It doesn't let them go in. They don't want to do that because what if they don't sell everything? You got to sell all your product though. So it's good when the scalpers buy all of our product. But I feel like they're not too worried about selling out. They're going to sell out. The machines that they currently have cameras on them that watch who walks by to see who they're selling to. You put an AI facial recognition thing on there and someone buys from them and then they're not allowed to buy for 24 hours. That's another thing they could do. That's all software based, so they could probably get away with that pretty easily. You know, make it like the at Disneyland, the Sword in the Stone, how you try and grab it and you can't pull up on it, and there's someone there that hits a button to like release it, right? You can have an AI do that. They do that so the kids can pull it up, you know, or every X number of people. So they just, you know, every 30 people, they drop 1 new inventory into the availability. And they use facial. But if the same person comes back, it doesn't count them again. So you walk by, you don't get your chance. But if you come back, maybe the other person didn't buy that item and it's there, you know? Or the stores just need to not let people loiter. You know? You put it in a Walmart and you have the greeter at Walmart that checks your receipt. And if you stand there and he sees you, he tells you gotta go and kicks you out of the store. That's another way to solve the problem in a lot of. But then you got to actually have staff monitoring this. And as far as I know, the vending machines aren't part of what the store sells. You know, they probably say, "Oh, you get more foot traffic into your store for our vending machine. Can we place it here?" But like the people that go in there, they're not buying anything from the store, and the store doesn't get a cut of what sells out of the machine. I don't think. But maybe they do. They'll sell fake guitars. What is it like? Is it made out of cardboard, Rouge? Does it not play notes? Or is it a real guitar, just not what they say it is? Because I can sell you a fake guitar, but it ain't gonna work. It's fake. Not authentic, okay. Like my reproduction stadium events. I do have a new game that I got that's been signed. It's actually sealed. I bought a sealed NES game that has signatures on it that's been graded. I know. It's not like me. Alright, I'm looking for 39,000. I'm so close. One more trek down there. I'm 200 away. I can probably get there. Oh, wait a minute. Okay, here's what I'm going to do. We're going to fight these guys. I'm only 200 away, and I have the statues that give me 80 each, so there's 160 of it. We're just gonna fight up here real quick, get my last 200 to level up to I don't even know what level I'm going for. Level 12. Probably a good stopping point for the night, level 12. So currently I own 2 sealed NES games. One of them is up here, you can't see. It is Addams Family. It's been signed by Christina Ricci. There is a tear in the cellophane wrap, or the drink wrap, whatever we're calling it. And then I have my other one that's got signatures on it that's sealed, but it's been graded by... Got a PSA case. It's a PSA graded game. My first PSA graded one. I have 2 WATA games that are graded that I'm gonna break out of the case eventually. I have a John Elway and a Danny Sullivan's Indie Heat. Both have been signed. I don't think I've shown the PSA one though. Rouge. Oh, I showed the Addams Family. Yeah. This should get me close here. The first grind we did for these wizards. Yeah, so WATA... Oh, we're there. Perfect. I did not... Can I sing anymore? Can, okay. Let's save in case I get terrible... Like, if everyone gets, like, luck as their stat, then we're gonna retry. Because everyone's leveling. So my water grades, I have a... Let's grab one. So I'm tempted to not show the PSA graded one because I haven't played this game yet, and I might show it off when I play it on stream. But I also haven't played Indie Heat yet. We got a 7.5 Danny Sullivan's Indie Heat, but the only reason why I got it was because it's been signed by Danny Sullivan, and they verified the signature. So it's actually Danny Sullivan's signature on it. A little dirty. That's cool. The other one I have is a John Elway's Quarterback Club. This one's complete in box. It's not sealed. And it got an 8.0. This one, the box is a 9, the manual's a 7, the cart's a 6.5 inside of here, so it's a crappy cart. So overall, they gave it an 8. And there's a staple missing in the manual. But it's been signed by John Elway. So that was cool. Now my PSA though that I have is a 9.2 sealed A+. Still sealed, brand new. From PSA. With a hang tab. Verified signatures. Got multiple signatures on it. You guys want to see it now or do you want to wait? You're not going anywhere, you can wait? Keep them wanting more, that's right. The game might not take too long to get to because it may or may not already be on the wheel, but it's on the short list. But it's a 9.2 PSA. A+ seal on it. See you again, main character. Yes, you will. I am the main character. Alright, let's level. Strength. Vitality's okay. Strength. Coleslaw vitality. Vitality? Strength is okay. Intelligence, Gandalf. I don't know. I don't want strength on my casters. We're going to do that again. I don't really care about the frontline guys so much. I'm not even gonna go to refill the bards. See luck. See, this is random every time. Vitality's good. Vitality's good. Luck, not bad for a bard, I guess. Gandalf got strength. We don't want strength. Gandalf and Atlas, strength and luck. Any good rolls here? What if I do an individual advancement? Atlas got Dex. Okay, that's okay. Gandalf, you get Intelligence. Vitality, that's okay too. Okay. 7,000 more experience to the next level. Vitality. Vitality. Coleslaw with vitality. Oh, more strength. Vitality. Let's take a look here real quick. 23 vitality. So it is still climbing. So 23. It can't. Man, look at those stats. Dex is only 11 though. Coleslaw, so strong. Our main character, pretty balanced. He's got too much luck for his own good, but that's okay. Gandalf, looking okay. Super fast. 17 dex is good. Fast wizards are good. 19 dex, 16 intel. I need intelligence on Atlas, but I'm okay with this stat pool here. Back from a phone call and you're a bit more drunk? Did I have a drink? I don't remember. Yeah, okay. Alright, so we are now at level 12. Level 13 is at 48,000 experience. Yeah, I just got another mango. Yeah, it told me that he was 7,000 away, so that's I did the math. About 48k. Do I try and get to 48,000 tonight? Or do we call it? Depends on how. Oh, you know what? You're right, Rouge. I gotta be out the door at 7 a.m. It's already 11:21. I have to get up early enough to get up, get ready, get the kids up, get the kids ready to go. They wake up early though. Yeah, we're going to the zoo. It's a Girl Scout thing. I'm taking the kids to the zoo. So I should call it. I need to save still though. So, and I didn't switch that back. Bard song, doesn't matter. We don't need a bard song. Guard, we're gonna cast Mind Darts on the 4, and that should be it. Yeah, so my daughter's in Girl Scouts, and she sold enough boxes of cookies this past cookie season to where she got a free ticket to the zoo, her and my wife. It's like a $50 value. This is where they get you. And so you could then buy additional tickets for your family members that to go if you had more. So my wife was going to do that. And then she looked, and it was $50. It was like $30 for an adult and $20 for a kid. So $50 for me and my son to go with them, and they go free. And they looked on the website for the zoo, San Francisco Zoo, and it's family day, $5 general admission per person. She bought tickets through the Scouts. It was $50. So she said, I want my money back. Refunded the $50 and then spent $10 to get us in. And the Scouts were like, oh, well, this is before they had their pricing and blah, 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 and this is what it normally costs. And it's like, but, oh, and if they don't buy them from us, they don't get to do the Scout activities that we do. It's like, they're not in the Scouts. They're family members. So, yeah. I'm on a little bit of a not so sure about the Scouts. I also don't like how much free volunteer labor they get from parents to sell their cookies, and then also the free child labor they get from the 6-year-old kids that are hawking cookies for $7 a box that you can buy at the dollar store for $3 a box, and it's the same exact cookie from the same exact manufacturer, same exact bakery. But because they put it in a Girl Scout box, they're going to charge more than double. And of those $7, your troop only gets $1 per box. So it's like, well, wait a minute. I can go to the dollar store, buy a box for $3, turn around, sell it for $5, and make $2 a box. And who I'm selling to saves $2 a box. But yeah, they did. I mean, they didn't know it was going to be a family day, but Ryu, the cookies are a lie. There's 2 different bakeries that make the cookies. I've been filled in on this. You can go to a dollar store and get cookies that are made by the same bakery, and they are the same cookies in a different box, and they are half the price. Now, the Scouts, so depending on how many boxes you order to start with, your troop is responsible financially for those boxes. And the boxes are $7 each. And of that $7, $6 goes to the Scouts, $1 goes to your troop. On your initial order of boxes, $5.90 goes to the Scouts. $1.10 per box is what your troop makes. So that encourages you to have an initial order that's bigger, so that then you get an extra 10% cut. Or 10% more than what you would have gotten. It's not an extra 10% cut. So instead of $1, you get $1.10. And then also they have prizes you can redeem for. You get points that you redeem for if you sell a certain number of boxes. Like they have a little plushie that you can get, or tickets to the zoo. They have, if you go way high up there, there's like tickets to Disney, which like a dozen kids get nationwide. If you opt out of getting points, and everyone in your troop has to opt out because they track individual girl stuff, but if everyone in the troop opts out, you get an additional 10 cents per box to your troop coffer. So instead of $1.10, you can get to $1.20 per box out of the $7. Yeah, so the better way to do it, if you go to buy Girl Scout cookies, I mean, people like the cookies. Buy a box, give them $10, and let them keep the 3. Just buy a box for $10. The troop will then get the $3 cash from you, and then the $1, $10, $20, depending on how their troop's set up. The problem with that is the Scouts don't want you to do that. Any additional cash that you get in donations is supposed to get logged, and then they have what they call a care to share box. They want you to use those donations to then buy a box for $7 to give away for free to someone, and then you get $1.10 or $1.20 from that. So someone donates $7 to your troop, you can't keep the $7. You have to take that $7, buy a box for $7, give it away, so that then you only get $1 of it. Or you just keep the $7. But then they don't get their money. So it's... But the whole concept of it, I'm okay with. And like, my wife's a troop leader, and daughter's friend is in the troop, and their mom is the other troop leader, and they just formed their new troop. And like, they're learning some stuff, and they're getting some badges, and they're doing like, they haven't done like camping stuff yet, but they're talking about doing that. They do a lot of arts and crafts stuff. They meet once every 2 weeks. It's not that bad, but cookie season finances them for the year. This is the first time they've done it because it's a new troop, and at the end of it, I want to say they ended up with almost like $2,000 in their troop bank account from selling boxes of cookies. and they only get $1 a box. That's 2,000 boxes of cookies they sold. But then I look at the Girl Scouts, a non-profit organization, just took in, what, 12 grand from our troop? And the other thing, though, is like my daughter's at the youngest age group. So, brownies or whatever they are. So, daisies? Brownies is Boy Scouts, daisies, Girl Scouts. So people will buy more from the little kids. Better off making a GoFundMe. Yeah, I mean, also, like, through the Girl Scouts, they do have campgrounds that you can get discounted rates at, or properties that are owned by people affiliated with the Scouts that do camping type activities and stuff. So you can book those, and then it's, $5 a kid to go to these things, whereas if you tried to go camping anywhere else, it would be more. So I get that they have some of that, but all of that is volunteer stuff. All of that is donations. It's not the Scouts paying for you. It's someone not charging the Scouts. And then they collect money on top of that. So it's like, ugh. It's a racket. They make so much money. And they could afford to do a lot more for the kids than they do. But they rely on the parents to do this. And it's like, why even do it as part of the Scouts? You can get together with friends and do this stuff. And you can do little fundraisers and raise money separate from that. Cub Scouts is for Boy Scouts, yeah. So you have to pay for badges. You have to pay for the vest. You have to pay a membership fee to the Scouts. So like when they want badges, they have to buy their own badges. And then the Scout leaders decide when they've earned the badges. And then they put them on their vests. And then, of course, you buy all of that stuff from the Girl Scouts. So they give you $1 per box, and then you have to turn around and use those dollars to buy from the Girl Scouts to get your badges to put them on your vest. And the Girl Scouts obviously are making money on every badge they sell. Not like it's, oh, you paid your membership, you've done what you need to do to earn the badge, and we give it to you for free. No, you still have to buy the badge. The top corporate people in the Girl Scouts, it's a nonprofit, but they're making $800,000 a year in salary. That's another thing. Companies should not, their highest paid and lowest paid employee should only be a certain ratio, like a certain difference. Like your lowest paid employee has to make at least 40% of your highest paid employee. So you set a range, That should happen across the board. I don't care if it's considered socialism or even communism at that point. Capitalist society is, running a nonprofit government. That's the other thing, nonprofits, tax churches. They're tax exempt. Separation of church and state. Tax the churches. You gave them tax exempt status in the 70s. I don't need my pastor riding around in a private jet. It's just, there are so many things they could do. But like any business, in your company bylaws, if you made it to where your lowest paid employee had to make a certain percentage of your highest paid employee. So if your CEO wants to collect $1 million, but your lowest paid employee has to be paid at least 40% of that, well, then your lowest paid employee is making $400,000. Jack gets a closer guy. That's true. What, Joel Olstein or whatever his name is? Hiding money in the walls of his cabins. Did she earn the grifter badge, Lord Malachi? No, she did get a cookie sales badge. And then the other thing is there's official badges, the ones you get from the Girl Scouts. Those are allowed to be sewn on the front. There are other unofficial badges that you can do for like participating in certain events. Like they did a slime kitchen thing, so they got a slime kitchen badge for that. But you're not allowed to put it on the front. You have to put it on the back, and that's because you didn't buy the badge from the Girl Scouts. It came through someone else associated with it. The diabetes badge. And that's the other thing. I probably bought, I don't even want to know how many boxes. Because every time they had a booth set up, I took my son over there and we went and bought a box so that I could buy a box for my daughter. You know, that she could do the whole spiel. And one of the booths they had set up, I think they sold 4 boxes. They were there for 3 hours. They sold 4 boxes. It was just a bad location. So like I showed up and it's like, all right, I bought a couple of boxes from them. That's the other thing. Taking camping on. We're going camping in June. Taking my family camping. Not taking the whole Scouts camping. We'll probably do something where I'll set up my projector screen in the yard and we'll do a movie night and have the troop over for a movie night this summer. And we could set up tents in the yard if they want to camp. But you generally have to work your way up to that, especially with the younger kids. You do like a later in the evening kind of thing. It gets dark. You do the movie, campfire work sometimes, and then they go home at the end, though. They don't actually sleep there. But camping, make s'mores. Yeah, so I've taken my kids camping a couple times. We went to Yosemite, went to Calaveras Big Trees. We're going out to Petaluma the last weekend in June. It's a KOA campground, so it's got little cabins with power and stuff. We're gonna tent camp it though. I've got a bunch of camping gear, tents and cots and easy up we set up and stuff. So it's not bad. And I bring my projector with me when we go camping. I got a little soda can TV projector for movies, and I put some movies on a flash drive. And then I have this gazebo easy up that has a net around it so none of the bugs can get inside. And we set that up, and then we sit inside of that, and I hang the projector screen on one of the walls, and we can watch movies. They watched like a Pokemon movie when we went camping last time. And then you're not getting eaten up by the bugs. We can have some snacks and just kind of hang out. Something to do after it gets dark, because camping's great. And the kids are, doing all the activities and stuff and hiking and swimming or going in the creek or whatever. And we bring little squirt guns so they can play. But once it gets dark, there's nothing they can do. So, and on my projector, I have little... I have speakers, little Bluetooth speakers that...
Bluetooth mode.
Right. But you can, they're little flame speakers, so they have like a little, there we go, that's brighter. They have one that flickers, so it's like, ooh, it's like a candle. So the kids can have these and then...
Power off.
And they all link together so they can hear the movie through the speaker, but they also have a little lantern, so it's dark, and I can keep an eye on them because I can see where the lights are. Once they get a little bit older, then we can start doing more stuff camping-wise. Just different stuff that you can try and do with your kids. It says Jax is playing ActRaiser, but the picture showed something different. No, it's ActRaiser. We did Jax last time. It's a Friday night. Where's Proto? No Proto tonight? Alright, we're going to raid someone that I don't normally raid. He's been going for a while. He's playing some G&G. We're going to go over to JC. You guys all know JC. I've been watching him a bit lately. I was watching him do some Castlevania stuff. Now he's on to G&G. Ghouls and Ghosts. 80% on the Mega Drive. I don't know what the record is, but he's got an 1813 on it. And he's probably gonna annihilate the record at some point here because he's just amazingly good. I just saw him clip through like half of the level. All right, he took a death. Okay, we're gonna go raid him. Kid that wants to go camping. Man, my kids are like, they want to ride their scooters in the court. I live in a court. Or like occasionally they'll want to come out here and play video games on the TV. But they want to like play in the yard and draw and stuff. Yeah, we got video games, but like camping, let's go over to my uncle's house down the road. He's got a swimming pool. Let's go swimming. And 1437 is the world record. What did I say he was at? 18. His sum of best or whatever is 1550. So I mean, give him 2 weeks, and he's gonna be fighting for the record on that, I'm sure. JC is like probably one of the best retro video game players I've ever seen. Just that. What's my shirt say? It's got a toothbrush that says "I hate my job," and then it's got toilet paper that says "Oh please." Got that in Vegas. But JC, like, he can consistently nail like frame perfect inputs. He can see pixel perfect things better than, like, it's just, it seems like it comes naturally to him, but he puts in the time and the practice. But like watching him play and like, oh yeah, I can do that. And it's like, do you know how hard it is to do this stuff? And then he just does it. Like, oh yeah, it's no big deal. And he can continually do it. And he understands, like, oh, what happened here? Oh, I was a frame off, or I was a pixel over further than I should have been, or I didn't mash fast enough, or I mashed 2 times too many, or whatever. Like, he just gets it. So let's head over there and watch him. One of the best gamers on planet. Period. JC. So let's do it. We'll see you next week, guys. Thanks for hanging out. As always, until next time, take care of yourselves and each other.